Hi, welcome back to Crochet Creations in episode number 49. Last one for 2020, because once I start Vlogmas, I'll be vlogging every day. Fiber content, but still, I won't be doing a regular episode until 2021. My Vlogmas will run from December 1st to January 7th. Yep, you heard me right. So be sure to watch it. All right, let's see. Grab a cup and join me. Sit back and relax. And tonight I have cinnamon toast crunch, something or another. Cinnamon coffee anyway. This is lovely. And it was a little bit cold last night. In fact, we had to put the heaters into the water tanks. So it's getting chilly. Yeah. All right, we'll start out with the weekly Christie's Closet D-Stash. So where that is on my Facebook page. All the things that I talk about, whether they're patterns, links to other people, whatever will be down in the description box. So that's the last time I'll say that today. So last week we had 3 skeins of this Patan's Pirouette, and this was a ribbon yarn. And you open the ribbon up as you start to use it, and it actually is about 3 to 4 inches wide. And there were 3 skeins available this time. I do have a little bit more of this stuff. And you also got a Christmas stitch marker. It was Christmas bells, and the winner was drawn for that, and it was Chris Crowell. And I'm saying that because I don't know if she saw that she won yet, so I'll get them out to you. Send me an email or whatever way. Messenger is best. It's the easiest, it's the fastest. It actually blinks or makes a noise and I go and look. Now I wanted to talk to you about what to do with that, because a lot of people said they hadn't seen ribbon yarn before, and I really didn't know what to do with it either. But then I saw a couple different people talk about a couple different things to do with it that was not just those ruffle scarves. So I said, well, I'll take a skein and I will try this. And I made one of these scrunchies with the ruffle yarn. And basically all you do, so here's a tutorial. You take a hair tie, and you take your crochet hook, and you take the skinniest end of the ribbon yarn, and you pull a loop of it through like you're going to crochet with your crochet hook on one side of the hair tie, and then you go on the other side and you pull the next loop on the ribbon yarn through that loop, and you keep doing it, and you keep adding a piece of it. Now I had to push it aside and I had to fiddle fart around with it. That's a new word for vocabulary. And until it was full enough to be to my liking, and then I finished it off by pushing when I cut it, I pushed the whole end through that loop and tied it off. So it's really cute, and that was in the same colorway. And I think I have enough in that same skein to make another one. So there's your tip for today. Next week's D-Stash. I have 2 skeins of this Uptown Worsted Spirit Stripes. And look at the colorway. Yeah, somebody said this is one of the colors in, anyway, I can't think of it now. Gryffindorfer, I think, is what they said. But these were my school colors, believe it or not. So this is 100% acrylic, 3.5 ounce skein, 100 grams, 180 yards. It's a beautiful soft. It feels, if I didn't know I was holding a Premier Everyday, I would have guessed that's what it was. Premier Everyday. Feels just like it. It's beautiful. It's made in Turkey. And you can also, well, I am adding a stitch marker on this week, and it's Santa Claus. So in order to win these, you have to belong to my Facebook page. That's down in the bottom. And find the post in the announcements for the weekly D-Stash and answer the question. Oh, yes. Okay, so a few other things that we had happen this week was Kim and I picked the grand prize winners for a Stitch in Time make-along. This was a vintage make-along. It was Vintage Make-Along 2020, to be exact. So I'd like to thank all the winners and thank all of the people that supported us and did the make-along, and it was a great thing, and we hope to do this next year. That Vintage Make-Along will run next year, and it will probably be a little bit longer. So I hope you enjoyed it. And then another reminder, another make-along that I'm doing with Christy at Tea Doddles is the Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge. Look for a new theme to come out for December. I'm all excited. I am just stoked because this is the last month of the year, the last theme of the Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge, and I've enjoyed this year doing this. And this month is not going to disappoint. I hope it doesn't. I hope you enjoy it. So I'll be probably doing a video for that. No, I won't be doing a video for it. What I will do is I will do it during my Vlogmas like normal, and I'll put it in the headline that that's the day that I'm going to talk about it, and I'll announce it. So that is coming up this week. Another reminder, this Tuesday starts, well, you have until Monday night to enter your hats for November. Hats are to be made in the month that you are putting them in the challenge. Hats don't go in any other Christie's challenge. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. So if you enter a hat in something other like show and tell or something they don't belong in, then that is just a devoid entry, and I will go on. Like the show and tell is so big that I have to pick a number and then go down through the entries, like whoever was the enter number 45 or whatever number's picked. And if it happens to be a hat, then I pick again. Just saying. So hats. The entries need to be done by Monday. I'll pick a new hat winner for November, and then we will go on to December. And December's hat yarn showcase is going to be a Candy Shop yarn, and this is going to be in this colorway. Isn't it gorgeous? It's perfect for December. It's going to be called Twizzler. And so look for that new post to come out. Get some yarn out for the December hat. It's exciting every month. I love doing the hats. That's why I ask you to please put your hats entries in the hat challenge. All the challenges are under the announcements tab. Just click on that. If you don't know how to navigate, send one of the moderators a message and they'll help you. Let's see. What else? I know. Progressive Mystery Cow. Is everybody watching? Is everybody doing the Progressive Mystery Cow and not posting your entries? Because we had 8 or 9 entries to pick from, and we picked a progressive Actually, it wasn't progressive. It was a project progress. It was a progress photo draw. And we did it on Thanksgiving. And the winner got 2 skeins of this Barcelona. And this is a beautiful bulky yarn from Loops and Threads. I absolutely love Barcelona. This one happens to be in the hazel colorway. This is 100% acrylic yarn and it's bulky 5. And it is just gorgeous. And the winner was Lori Gray, and she won 2 skeins of this. And she also won a stitch marker from me. I don't know what the B stands for, but you know what? You can come up with your own reason. So I will be sending those out to you soon. And then clue number 5 is been released this morning. So if you're playing along or you're doing it, you know that it's the last clue for that finished product. And guess what? Claire is wearing mine. And you can't see it. So I'll get up and get it. Finished product for this half of the mystery cowl is a pocket shawl. Now I did mine with a wooden button, and you can wear it and put your hands in the pocket without unbuttoning it, which is kind of cool. So you can do that, and the button is buttoned through the pocket, and so the button is on the inside of your project, and you just go right through the stitches. You don't make a buttonhole or anything. So that is cool. It's all done. So if you finish one of these, you can post yours as a finish to be entered into the Progressive grand prize drawing. Now both of us are having a grand prize winner, so there's a drawing on her page for her grand prize box and a drawing on my page for my grand prize box, and you can enter both boxes with the same shawl. That's the twist, but you're only going to be entered in once. So the next drawing will be, again, progress photos. That drawing will be sometime during the next section, the next half section. I know when, but you don't know when. Okay, so, and we don't know what we're giving yet either. All right, so let me see here. I did post that pocket shawl tonight before I sat down to tape. I posted it on my business page for sale, but I did not post it in my Etsy shop yet, but I'm excited. Okay, so let's see. Progressive prize edition for week number 5 in my group is a skein of this Basic Stitch by Lion Brand. This is the softest. It is, again, reminds me just of Everyday. It is just as nice as that. And these skeins are 153 yards, 3-ounce skeins, 100% acrylic, 4 medium, beautiful yarn. This colorway is Meadow Grove. And I added a stitch marker to this one. It is Rudolph. So that's going to go into the Progressive box, the grand prize on the mystery cowl. So I hope you're enjoying that with us. I know I'm having a ball with it. The rest of the progress throughout the rest of that cal will be during my Vlogmas, so whenever we discuss it, it'll just fall on the day that it would fall on. No problem with that. All right, so what happened in the rest of the week? Well, I told you that anytime that I have a sale and I have a chance to show you before I pack it up and send it, that I will. And someone purchased a dog sweater today. So here's the sweater. And I did it from a pattern that was a tutorial on YouTube, so I'll link that below too. And it has a really cool little front post, back post on the top and the bottom of the sweater. The colorway that I use, this is Everyday Premier, but the colorway that I use is Carnival. That's why it has all the stripes. And there's the feet holes. I should make more dog sweaters. These are really easy to make. So, you know, I think I have one left in there. And I did pick up a pattern yesterday for a dog sweater in knit. So, maybe I'll make one in knit. But I do like using Everyday for these, and Feels Like Butter and Red Heart Amour. I use those for dog sweaters too because they're just soft enough to be okay for the dog, but not too soft that they won't, you know, they'll just fall limp on them, you know. Okay, so that was that. The end of the month of November, in Hats, and More Hats, I spotlighted the coffee shop yarn. This happened to be the Sadamo colorway, and I spotlighted it and made it in crochet, which I really liked in the crochet. This was the barista hat, slouchy, and I did it. I tightened it up a little bit more than she had you do, but I also was up a hook. So the next time I do it, I'll probably do it in the size hook that she intended it to be done in. But I think it came out great. And I put on a removable snap pom-pom from the new pom-poms that I got. And then I did the Ross hat in the same yarn, in the same colorway. And you get on there. So here it is. And that's how it ended up working up. So it's very masculine to me. I did the Ross pattern. I did go up one needle size for the brim, and then went back down to the needle size that he intended you to do. And there was a couple of places while I was going along in this yarn that had a lot of poofs like this. And I may have been able to cut them out in crochet, but as far as cutting my yarn for knitting, I didn't really want to. So they're on the inside and they're not really hurting anything, but I didn't find that in the first cake of yarn. I only found it in the second cake. So, but as far as soft, now this does have, it's a 3 light and it does have wool in it. Let me check the content. It is 15% wool. So to me, it's just enough wool in it to be warm when you need it to be warm, but it doesn't take away from the softness, unless, of course, you're allergic to wool, and then, of course, you cannot. So they're 284 yards in a cake. Very nice yarn. I like it. If I were to put it on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm going to say an 8. That's high. I'm going to have to say an 8. I really like the color. I really, really like the way the stripes come out. Even if they're slightly different, they still both, you can knit and crochet with this yarn. So that's high on my list. So I'll be doing this again for December. And we'll see how it goes after that. If I continue to do the reviews or not. So I'm sure everybody is just waiting to see that finished blanket that I talked about. Yes, 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 I'm getting there. Can you see him? He's right there. The cow blanket is done. And so you can fold it. This blanket is a blanket I was asked to make, and the person sent me a picture of this pattern and said, "Can you make this?" I said, "I don't know." And I did not know if I could make it or not. So I said, "Hang on," and I went and found the pattern on Ravelry, and it was, I think it was $4.95 G, Great Britain. So I don't know, I don't even know how much that is in American money, but I bought it and downloaded it directly to my Knit Companion. Now I know this is a crochet pattern, and Knit Companion sounds like it's a knit application for your Kindle, your iPad, whatever, but it doesn't matter. You can use crochet in your Knit Companion, and I will continue to do that because I think that helped me go even faster. Number one, I had never done a Graphghan before, and in the Knit Companion, you can keep track of where you are in the graph so easy with this yellow highlighter that goes across the page and stays right there, and you can use the row counter to count how many rows, what row you're on, and everything. It was just so easy to open that Knit Companion and follow the pattern. And so when you finish the blanket part, which I had shown you many times over the last couple weeks, you just start doing the pieces of the body, and then you sew them on. And the way that she told you to make the pieces was so easy. I didn't have any problem. And what I did was I did not stuff these feet. I left them floppy. I don't think that it matters. So it has less stuffing than you would normally use. And then the tail has nothing in it. It's unstuffed. The only stuffing it has in it is just in the face, right here. That's all. But as far as sewing everything down, it was easy. I didn't have any problem making this, and now I want to do more of them. No, not right now. But I figured I could change the head a little bit and it could come out as a horse. Not a problem. So that is definitely going to be something I'm going to change so that I can make baby horse blankets, because that's my thing. And how cute will that be? So I hope you enjoyed my episodes for 2020. And I hope you join me for Vlogmas. It will be fiber content. I know a lot of you have said that you don't want to watch Vlogmas because you don't have time to watch everybody's. But I'm going to have a scavenger hunt. There will be prizes, and who knows? I mean, I'm doing a couple of make-alongs. If you're into doing crochet type things over the next month, then please join me. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. I read them all. This is last year's February cowl that I made. It is just a V-stitch. It's that easy. I know I'll make more of them. This is the one that I made for me out of this sparkle yarn, because I wanted to wear it to work, and so we're going out to dinner tonight, and I thought I'd wear it. Okay, so I'll talk to you all on Tuesday. Thanks. Bye now.